Hello everyone, this is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com. Welcome and thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It has been a crazy day. I think, hi Susie, you know what Susie, between getting ready to the trip, trying to get some of the extra videos filmed, and just the general craziness of the holidays, right? Husband's birthday was on Sunday, so we had this big family, not big family, just our kids and us, but we all gathered together, and that to me means a lot of cooking, not because they asked me to, but because I just love cooking. I can't help it. And so yes, very busy. I was actually debating on having today's live because I am, in full transparency, not completely ready. You can tell my hair looks like a crazy woman. And it's what it is. Right on top of that, it's snowing, and yeah, it's a beautiful day. So I'm going to take a couple of breathers here. I have some water. Thankfully, I do have some water. So I'm going to drink a tiny bit of my water. And let's hope things sort of roll nicely. We are very excited, Susie, for our trip next week. I can't wait to see my family, and it's just going to be, I am very excited. But that always means, right, a lot of preparedness and getting stuff ready. Okay, so guys, yeah, right. It's like, oh my goodness. Anyways, you know what? I don't know why I took off. I always have like a headband or something. I don't know why I took it off and came downstairs, and now it's nowhere to be found. So it's what it is. I want to show you guys real quick this. Stampin' Up is having our seasonal sale. You can save up to 20% in our annual catalog. So you have 10% of punches, you have 20% of full dies, 20% of embossing folders, and some 20% of just DSP, but not the specialty one. Hi Judy, hi Magna, how are you guys? So I just want to point it out for you guys. There's that sale. It seems amazing. I have to tell you guys, I have not even been able to look into it. It's, did I mention crazy? Just but I do want you guys to be aware that that's where we're at, and I love, okay, I'm just making some changes here. I moved on to the crafting table. As you can tell, this is the last of my grid paper before I start my new one. And it ripped off. It's very sad, but we're gonna survive, right? So I am disorganized, not too crazy disorganized. This is a card I've made in the past. I made one of the paper pumpkin kits. I think it was the one in May or April, I'm not sure, but I made this card before. It's not a complicated card. I wanted to do something different from what I am actually going to do, and like I've said very honestly, I just did not have the time to explore all the options I wanted and to get all the stuff that I really wanted in the card. But life is life, and we just move on. We are going to start with a piece of, let me go back a tiny bit. Same as always, everything will be linked to my blog, and you will get all the mentions there. And I was going to say something else, but I forgot. I'm going to use a base that is a regular A2 card, so 5.5 by 8.5, and you're going to find this interesting. I'm going to make a base because this is a card I already have in mind who I'm going to send, and most likely the little, the little piece of a place where I'm going to write the sentiment and or write a quick note will not be enough. So I'm creating this as a double card if you want. This piece I'm going to layer, if hopefully I find it, with Judy, guess what? With gold. Just making fun of me the other day because I used, she's like, oh, you made this beautiful card and it doesn't have gold. It was very, very funny. But I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus just to adhere this tiny piece to our card base. And we are going to put this aside. Okay, I did not even use my bone folder. Use your bone folder, people. It's very useful. You guys, if you've been here before, you know I absolutely adore these gold specialty paper. I love that it's just not gold. I love that raggedy look to it, vintage. So this is just the base, and the gold piece is just an eighth smaller, so 5 3/4 by 4 1/8. Okay. Hello, Donna. How are you? Okay. Now we're going to be using one of my most favorite stamps for Christmas in our mini catalog. I love this. I've made several several thank you, Judy. Several cards with this stamp set. It's gorgeous. And I'm going to say this, our mini catalog and celebration for next year, so it starts in 2023, it's already available for the demonstrators, and I looked into it, and guys, I love the Easter sets. I think that last year there was like one set with Easter, and on top of that I lost it because that happens to me. I love the Happy Easter, is so funny. Really, really beautiful. I was really, really pleased with it. So it's coming. Yay. Okay, back to our piece. This piece is 4 1/4 by 11 3/4. So you're going to need a 12 by 12 piece to go this. I was trying to work a smaller option, so you could use, instead of this, like the a regular 8.5 by 11 piece, but I could not, mainly because I have not had enough time to just kind of sit down and work this out. But in the meantime, we're going to do this. If I manage to work out a smaller piece, so it's easier, because not all of us have 12 by 12s. I actually have to tell you guys, I wanted to do the whole card in Evening Evergreen, and I didn't have any more 12 by 12s for it, so there's that. Anyways, we're going to open, I'm going to move these in your camera view. I'm going to open this because we're going to need it. I have my cheat sheet here available, at least it's here and I can see, and we are going to score these at 1 3/4. And then we're going to score at 4 3/4. So it's just 3 inches increments. Ooh, almost made a mistake. And finally, 7 3/4. So very simple scoring. That's all we need for this card. I love this stamp set. I think that, hey, I get it, right? The whole Santa and the North Pole and all that good stuff is super colorful, and it can be amazing. I love it, don't get me wrong. But I really, really like when we focus on, Jesus is the reason. It's kind of my thing. So yes, this is definitely one of my favorites. And now we're going to fold Valley. And we are going to fold Mountain. So this is by no means a new a new fold at all, but I really like it. And did I make a mistake? Guys, I made a mistake. What did you guys tell me? Okay. Hey, Bobby. Starting back again. I am glad that I kept my other piece here. I guess I knew I was going to make a mistake. It's all good. So let's go and open this up again. I'm sorry, guys. 5 1/4 we said, so we're going to cut it off. Save this piece because it works for something. And now we are going to align the long side to 11 3/4 and cut. And back again. Try 2. We're going to score at 1 3/4. Why did I make that mistake? I'm wondering. Okay. 1 3/4. 4 3/4 is gotta be that I messed up somewhere. 4 3/4. Now it seems good. Yeah, it was this measurement that was not well done. And 7 3/4. Good. So pay attention to your measurements. It's important. And we're going to go again, Valley. I do have to say that one of the videos that I've pre-recorded for, am I making this again? No, yeah. For those times I'm not going to be live, one of them is really, really cute. Oh, okay, I got it right, people. It's all good. This is our card. It's very simple. I'll show you later the other one I won because that was my initial idea. But again, we go with the flow. Let me move all my little pieces here. And we're going to start layering this guy. Hi, Mary. Hi, how are you? Hi, thank you. Oh, guys, you're just so sweet with me. So my way of seeing these is I like these very much. And this is going to go in here. And we're going to layer that with this. And this is probably one of my favorite embossing folders. I absolutely love the music notes. And this is going to go in here. But on the other side, we're going to have it reversed. So we're going to have this. And that's kind of how it's going to look. So let's start working on this. That's a lot of little layers to it, of course. And I supposedly have them ready, but yes, I do. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. I want these little arches vertical, not like this. So always be mindful where and how you cut your paper. Again, all those measurements are going to be included below, but this piece measures 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. So our first layer is 1 5/8 by 5 1/8, and this one is just 1/4 smaller, so 5 by 1 1/2. Guys, you are definitely too awesome, and I am glad that we're here and sharing. This piece, now remember that this goes like this, right? So this is the initial piece and this is going to go here. Now before I move any further, I want to put some decoration in it, and I like this. Let me see. Seems like it's too much. Maybe we'll just use the gold one. And no, don't worry. I am not going to try to make a bow because we all know how that looks like. Okay. So I am just going to put this in here. Adhere it in here. To me, always the easiest is to adhere it to the back. And of course, I cut just this huge amount of it for some reason. I'm going to use some tear and tape. Even if it slows us down a tiny bit, I kind of trust it more. And I don't mind that there's, you know, going to be some left over there, because in the end, we're going to be gluing this, so it's all good. What that means is that it's just going to help us with when we're adhering the layer to the card base. Oops, there we go. Guys, if you were to see my desk right now, you'd be like, uh-oh, something is going to happen, because oh gosh. Okay, so I'm trying to eyeball this, and it's not completely centered because we're going to put an image here first. It's I know, I just love it. I can't help it. And you know what, like, you guys are gonna laugh about this, but when I make a card that has no gold, I'm like, is it really good looking? Like, I doubt it. I doubt myself sometimes. So I definitely have to remind myself that, yes, it's good looking. Everything is good looking, right? So be mindful of the placement of our piece. I'm gonna turn it a little horizontal, which makes it easier for me to adhere. And we have the first layer, and now we're going to go, and I have these layers kind of in the same piece. So I guess what I wanted to tell you initially is the back sides are the same kind of DSP, and the front sides have the same DSP. Donna, you know, no, I did not. I really wish I could. It just gets too crazy, to be fully honest with you. Between going, you know, to Costa Rica, visit my family, and just Thanksgiving, and look at that, I didn't cut this okay. So what? Oh, I'm so not okay. Let me see what happened here. Thankfully, these have not stuck. I think this is just too small. So I am glad that I left a bigger piece here. Let's see if this, oh, I probably just got the wrong one. I think that's what happened. Maybe. Let me bring the marvelous piece. I know this has some Stampin' Seal Plus, but that will be okay. This has to be 5 inches. So I am just calculating here, and it was definitely off. That's what was happening. In my craziness today, I definitely did not cut this correctly. But the trimmer is right next to me, so it's all fine. And now I sure hope this works. Maybe the other one was the right one. Let me bring this back. Ah, that was my mistake. Okay. I absolutely love the Berry Vanilla. I rarely ever use it, and every time I use it, I'm like, why don't I use it more often? So yeah, I didn't go to on stage. I really wanted to, but it's one of those things. I'm in the end just more like a hobby demonstrator, and not you know, like a sales person, and I'm definitely not going to be mentioned in any of the awards and whatever's. So maybe one day in the future I'll get there. But in the meantime, I'm going to save my money to spend in the products. And we're going to adhere these. Right? It makes more sense. To spend the money in the products instead of having to pay for hotel and airfare and all the good stuff. So I didn't get the, you know, because they give you the opportunity to have to see the products that are coming and all that stuff. I did not get any of that, but it's all good. And now we're just adhering these layers. Did any of you go to on stage? I was very envious of the pictures that my team posted, and yeah, envious. But it is what it is. And this one is cut incorrectly as well. So, of course, go back to here, go back to 5. Thankfully, at least I know the measurements in memory. And this should fit now. I know what happened because, of course, when you're in a hurry, things happen differently, right? So I was cutting and embossing this ahead of time, and oh, thank you. She did. She has, and I appreciate that, Donna. You know, it's just the reality is, like Lisa, well, Lisa's an amazing teacher. Let's start with that piece, right? In my case, I'm just more of a hobby. Like, this is fun for me, right? I am not making a living out of this. Thank goodness, because I'll be like in the streets if that would be the case. Um, I have a full-time job, and I do have to focus on that when I'm working every day. And so it is kind of hard sometimes to really balance those. So I love Stampin' Up. I absolutely love their products, but at least for now, it's not going to be, I'm going to be number 100, even number, I don't even know how many demonstrators there are. But I'm happy being where I'm at. And I think that that's what's important. I'm happy having these super nice small community of people that join me, that we can chat, that we can have fun, create cards, and then, you know, it's not, I guess it's not a sales thing for me. Anyways, I have always sucked at selling stuff. Like, I'm not a salesperson. If I go and fight with you about sales, then you'll end up beating me up, because I don't have what it takes to say to do sales. It's not, I'm not good enough at that. And then the last of our pieces is going to be this, and I think it's going to look really, really cute. I did not have time to think about it in my brain as much as I would like to, but it is what it is. Oh, thank you, Donna. I appreciate you sharing my videos. Yeah, I just enjoy it, right? It's just a fun thing. I just enjoy it. And I honestly, either I do YouTube and videos, or I may have like a class at home, right? And but I can't do both. Again, I work from 8 to 5, and it's a pretty demanding job on its own. So I cannot just like not focus on what I'm doing, or I'll lose my job, and that'll be no good. And so really, I have to let go that. At the beginning, I figured I want to do this, and I'm going to start selling, and then I'm like, no, slow down, Maria. I like crafts. This is part of my mental health. So when you put the whole business thing to it, stops being as much fun, I think. Okay, let me focus on this, girls, or I'll keep talking and it'll turn into a therapy session and not actually crafting session, and that's not what you guys are here for. So this is how this is how it looks. It's pretty simple, but I absolutely love it. And then remember that this will go on top of this, like so. And that just creates, uh-oh, I think this one was cut too short. Maria. Guys, can we fix this? I think I'm going to fix it the Western world way. Let me see. Let me see if I have a smaller piece of it, because I don't want to undo this. Right, see, I started, I'm gonna try to see if I'm able to undo this, and that'll be some miraculous thing. Guys, wish me luck, because I have said this many times. I really, really like this paper, so I don't want to just throw it away. I did have a couple of classes, and I had, honestly, I'm gonna say it, I even had good, how you say, like, there were like 4 people that came, and it was super nice. I really enjoy it. Okay, let me think about this 1 second. I had this, I really enjoyed it. Actually, one of them was with some good friends, and guys, we had a blast. It was just the funniest. I mean, we rock. It was so, so funny. So I absolutely loved it, I have to say. But again, it's either or. And at the beginning, I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I was just putting far too much pressure on myself. And then, kind of goes back to, this is for this is because I enjoy it, right? I love it. This is what I like. So it does not make sense to get me all crazy, I'm already a little bit crazy on its own. I don't need any assistant. No, and you know what? I had at some point, well, let's start with full transparency. My daughter was like, oh my God, I love your cards. They are super cute. I want to learn. Let me be a demonstrator and blah, blah, blah. But I knew. So she even got her own kit and whatever. And then she's like, yeah, Mom, I don't have enough time. But I get it, right? She's young. She lives a little bit further away from me. Just job and friends and whatever. And I'm just making sure this is going to look kish okay. So I think I am going to make the most of there. Nope, I don't know. It just won't look, we won't be able to really see it, which is very sad. So we'll see the ones on the edges, which is good enough, right? Oops, I'm off camera. I think that will work fine. That looks cute. And so she was part of my team. That was my team. But I can't, like, I just don't have that ability to recruit to. Okay, those of you who know Lisa, you know how she talks and all the time and is able to talk about what she's doing and then at the same time think of the business? And I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I finish the videos and I'm like, oh, I should have said this. Oh, I should have reminded people this. And so it's bottom line, ain't me. That's the point. Okay, so I am using our Stamparatus. I am going to remove, as you guys can tell, I sort of have this ready. And I'm using the Stamparatus because I feel that at least it helps me to not get my big head in front of you. I agree with you guys. It shouldn't be stressing. And I think that it should be, but that's the regular one. So I must have made a miscalculation, which is perfectly okay. Yeah, it's 5. It would have been a little bigger, but we're going to leave it as is. And what it could be is making this a tiny bit smaller. Wrong artifact. So this is okay. This is a 4 1/4. So I was calculating. Oh, there it is. It's not a 4 1/4. I didn't cut it correctly. Haha. Shall I? Do you guys think it's worth the risk? I'm gonna cut an 16th and see how that rolls. 16 will do. Let's see if that helps a tiny bit. I just don't want to mess the whole card because I'm being OCD. It helps a tiny bit. I would have to cut in here, but I'm going to let it be. It's beautiful as it is. Okay. Yeah, but you know, that's what I'm saying. I know she's been doing it for a long time, but you know what I'm saying? She just has that brain, sales brain. I never have had that, but I'm okay with that. You know, like I was saying, I just love getting with you guys and gathering together and have fun and keep these separated. Daybreak, let me tell you, it's true daybreak when they bump into each other because it has happened to me. I had I had, you know, before I joined Stampin' Up, I had the other, and I can't remember the name of it, the other Stamparatus kind, the other kind. What was the name of it? Jesus. And don't get me wrong, I have loved it. But I found out that I bought this one and used it. So I kept these magnets from the other one and they just like crashed together and they completely broke. So there's that. I'm trying to center this as much as I can because I don't want the side. I want the image to fill the whole area. And I'm just adjusting here a little bit to these so we can get this image all in. I'm actually going to move it a tiny bit, center it a tiny bit. See, these are all the things I would have done. The Misty, thank you, Donut. Yes, I used to have one, and then when I started being a demonstrator, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to get theirs. And I love this one for a couple of reasons. I love that you can have it in both sides. And I don't remember well the Misty, but I had the feeling like it was, you could not put extended paper. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but okay. We're good there. I know Lisa's tip to deal with these things, always do this. Oh, I just broke my thingy there. And there we go. Just making sure this is straight, guys. My eyes are not working today. It seems like it is straight. Yes, yes. You guys see it straight? Let's go for it. Okay, so I have two questions for you. Of course, we can do this in the Soft Succulent. I have the feeling that the green will be too extreme. The other color I've been thinking that I like very much is Soft Suede because it's kind of close to the, look how dirty they are. It's kind of close to the gold when you see it stamped. It kind of matches better. What do you guys think? What do we want? Worst case scenario, we play it a little. I think I want the Soft Suede. Let's try the Soft Suede. And if we don't like it, we can always cut another piece. Definitely having a foundation behind this helps a whole lot, guys. I know Lisa had shown it and I had completely forgotten. I think it was Susie who mentioned it the other day. I was struggling with it. And I'm like, oh, Maria, yes. But it's such a game changer, especially when you're applying. I don't know if you guys can see, but I feel like it's got something going on there. Let's see how this goes. It works so much better. Oh, that's why you do it, the Misty, huh? And did I mention I love the Misty because of that. Any mistakes? There, boom. You can do it again. So which is the side that's struggling? Seems to be this one. And I wonder why. Let's see. Still fighting with me, guys? I'm not sure why. Maybe it's is this one of those moments where you have to like let it be? I think. Ha, so we are all in the same brainwave, huh? Yeah, soft suede is, I really like the way it matches. Yep, it's just not going forward, so I'm going to let it be. I'm not going to mess this up. Let me bring my chamois here to clean. My thought is, best case scenario, we can try to fill it out with a something. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to let it be. It looks a little kind of unfinished, but I don't want to mess it up completely. And we're going to bring the Holy Family, and we're going to align again. And if you've been here before, you know that these, I always forget the name, their scallop contour dies are some of my favorite dies. These fits like exactly in it. It's a little bigger, so I'm thinking it needs to be the bigger side. Okay, let's bring one of these and see if we have one of the bigger ones. So this is my idea. It just feels this is too big. This friend is gonna go here, and we'll put the sentiment in here because this looks okay, but I don't like how it looks here. And so right here, and then we're gonna have this other one attach in here, making like that kind of like framing. If we put this one, I think it will be just too big, right? But I really, really want what I am thinking is, let's see. Let's see if this is much bigger than this. So this is, so I think I'm just going to do a tiny piece of this one. And you guys know I have my die cut machine here, so I'm here, but I'm gonna go and cut it real quick instead of bringing it up there because it's just messier that way. And besides, I have the really, really old. Okay, I got it. I have the really, really old plates. I have not replaced them. Guys, yeah, they are messed up. A lot of love they get. I absolutely love it. Yeah, this has to be the one, definitely. The other one was too small. Okay, so let's align this. Oops. This is one of the reasons why I love our grid paper. This is the small one. To me, it helps a lot. But then again, I really can't do anything straight. So it's super, super useful. And to help with measurements and stuff like that. Okay, back again. Do we want soft suede in this one, or do we want the soft succulent, or even the evening green? We could do the evening green if we wanted. What do you guys think? I think the evening green would be too dark. I'm not sure about, I think I'm going to stick with soft suede again. If we figured that that was not ideal, we'll use the other we'll just get another piece. I feel that these stamps, I know that I've used them a lot. I feel they have like little carved things in them. Let's see if this stamps correctly. Hello? Guys, what's going on here? Okay. Push, Maria, push. I guess it's my So something is off here because it's the same side. You guys notice? I'll have to figure out what's going on there. It's got to be that it needs more pressure. And I'm not going to change that now, but I should have left this other piece. That's what I'm thinking. I used to have a eraser here to help me with those, but I don't know where I left it last. So I'm going to go again as much as possible, and we're going to put ink again and go over again. And I'm just going to push with my hands, with the back of my hand here, and hopefully that would help. It's getting better, but not completely perfect. I think I am just going to leave it as is. I'm not sure what the dealio is with my friend here, but no, I don't have it. You know, I should get it. It was actually in my wish list of the things I'm going to get for my Christmas gift. my Christmas gift to me, from me to me. I'm just going to leave it as is because I don't want to keep doing this and then mess up the whole thing. It may be that I am thinking maybe, could it be that Maria left it dirty and I didn't clean it correctly? Could have been. The last time I used this, oh, you guys know what? Wait 1 second. Ha! Look what I have. The last time I did this, I emboss it, and I am just wondering if I just turn this around and cut it and just put this in here. Sand it. Oh, okay, I will do that. What do you guys think? Shall I leave this with this one or just cut this and put this one instead? I think I'm gonna go with this, which means I'm going to go back in here. Well, you guys tell me, because you know there's that delay, so I can't. It takes some time before I see your comments. But I'm going to try this because I feel it may work. The gold one, see, right? I'm just going to turn this over and we'll use the gold one, and it'll be, I think that looks gorgeous. I agree. See, that's because I'm so OCD that I have a lot of these done. I have to say, definitely I like that stamp set. Let me move these out of the way, but I just want to put this stuff together because I don't want things to get lost. And we are going to put our Stampin' Seal Plus where there's, actually, I'm going to use glue, where there's the negative space. Right? All around those little pieces. And then we're going to just align this. It's really the same. It's the same measurement. It's the same die cut, so we don't have a problem with this one. So let's go ahead and start adhering these. Let me take off these before anything dramatic happens. So we're going to have our little thing. Oh, hey, I just thought of that. Look at that. Instead of doing it, we're going to put it this way, and that way we don't see that that missing point there. And then we'll put our Holy Family here, and so we'll have I just want to see how long. I want it to not be completely visible, if that makes sense. So we're going to adhere this one first, and then we'll align this with this initial piece, and then we'll figure out what to do in the middle, in the last piece of it. And of course, I'm going to actually use glue. Glue and I are slowly becoming better friends. Not great friends, but better friends. And I'm just aligning this. I'm moving. I hope my big head doesn't go on. So, but what I'm trying to do is aligning this piece with this panel underneath it, so it makes it easier. And now making sure, of course, that it's not crooked, which I never have a really good eye for some reason. I always put things crooked. We are going to create something for here, but let's give it 1 second, and we're going to bring our Holy Family, and it's going to go underneath, and just like this. I'm going to move it as much as I can without showing the gold. And that's how it's going to look like. So we have, my idea was using the floret frames, frame florets, the newest of the collections that is going to be available on December 1st, but I just did not have time. So that is not, I did the other one with it, and I think you guys are going to like the other one as well. But what I'm going to do, because this seems to be okay, I moved it, so moving all the way, but I don't want the gold to be seen. And then I'm aligning as best as I can, and I'm bringing this to my eyesight. So I'm aligning these here, centering and centering, right? And I'm going to hold. You guys know that I like to hold and put glue, because it just makes it so much easier for me. And keep it straight. And it moved. That sucks. Okay, just a tiny bit. Let's bring this back up and see, and adhere again. Be mindful not to put glue on the side that's going to be hanging, of course. Should have said that, but I forgot. And that's why we're using glue, of course, because whenever you use glue, it gives you some leeway and some flexibility to do exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so this is how this is going to look initially. Now let's work on the sentiment, and I want to bring, let me see one thing. I'm not sure if I want this one or a darker one. I'm thinking I like this. I think I'm going to use this, and then some vanilla, very vanilla on it. Let me move all this stuff. Whoops. Okay, this is, I think, oh my God. I was talking about it earlier, Donna. Did you guys see that? I was saying that I was so pleased with the Easter. Did you see the Easter one? Oh, goodness in heavens. I was very, very pleased with it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I feel that they did a really, really good job at that. So this is just 3/4 of an inch, and we're going to get here something that is 1/2 inch. No, I'm going to make it 1/8 smaller. So this is 5/8 of an inch. Yes, I absolutely loved it. Oh my goodness. And then we're going to create something in here. Oh my gosh. Come on. I'm not cutting this just yet, but we'll cut it here in a second. And I am going to use, I think I want the Evening Evergreen. And one of my favorite ones is this, well, both of you. The one that says, may God's hope and love shine on you this season. I don't think there's any better wish for any friend, right? And I should be bringing my Stamparatus because we don't know how Maria, but I'm going to take the risk if I find my actual block, which is missing. I think that's a sign from the heavens. I need to not do it. Let's see. Okay, guys, that's why I cut a lot, because way I know that I have a lot of opportunities to do this. And I'm going to say this. I don't know if you guys realize, I never thought how hard it is to put the backings in the rubber, in the rubber stamps. Goodness in heavens. I was like, hello, Maria. It's super tough. I always do it wrong. So yeah, that does not help me stamping better. My big head is probably going to go in front of your camera view because that's the only way it can stamp semi-straight. I'm just looking to see if I'm there. I think I'm going to go a little deeper because it's just part of the problem is that, look at that, a miracle. What a miracle is this one. So I'm going to line these two together. Yes, I was very, very pleased with that. I don't know if you guys had the same perception, but last year, like I was saying, there was one set for Easter only, and on top of that, it was not like very religious, which is fine. I get it, right? It's got its own momentum. These things have their own momentum, and they did not do it, but it was just one. And so guess what? Of course, I was telling earlier, I lost mine. I lost my only thingy that said Happy Easter because I was making all these Easter cards to send to family, and I lost that one. I was so upset. I had to use like from other years, which is fine, right? Because I have bought one. Oh no, that was part of what I was so upset. It was because I did not have I did not have any other Happy Easters. So, and I lost the only one they have. So it was quite a thing. Yeah, do you know what? Oh my God in heavens, it's not good. Okay, this doesn't matter. We are going to use this, which is one of my favorites. I love this. We're going to cut this a tiny bit because I think it's too long. We're going to cut these and get it there, and still too far away. It's all good. So a little bit more. I'm always fearful when I'm using these. I feel like if I go to, nope. Okay. Last one, guys, last one. Yeah, I always mess them up. That's the one. Okay, we got it. And I am wondering if this is going to fit in the other side, and we're going to try. It seems like it will. There, it jumped on me. There we go. I love it. I love this thing. I think it's super useful. If you don't have it, you need it. Especially for those of us that can't cut straight. So between the trimmer and that, you are done. I am not that person that can get it, go ahead and cut it. It will never work well. And so I want these to go in here. And I'm going to put dimensionals on it. You guys kind of figured that much. Let me see. Sorry about that. No, I think I want it. I want it centered, I guess. So I need one more in here. Yeah, I don't know. I am really bad at putting the backings, or you know, the things on the stamps. So I do my best, or try my best, but guys, honestly, not very good. I am not even kidding. So I love this as is. I would like to put here something little, what's the word, something circular maybe, where we can put another of these. But the whole goal is that it's not, you know, we don't have, it does not come over the edge. Sorry, I don't even know how to talk today. But I am not absolutely sure, because in the end, this is going to go here, right? And I'm going to be able to write my card in here. Let's do this. I'm going to adhere this with my tear and tape. I know I've said this many times, guys. I love tear and tape. I'm just not, I don't use it often because the taking the backings takes some time. Which adhesive do you guys prefer? That's my poll for today. The tear and tape, the glue. Stampin' Seal Plus is in the end, give or take, something similar to tear and tape, right? Okay, I'm holding this the best I can. Guys, wish me luck. No, this is not going to work. So this has got to come like this. I know for sure that the ones at the edges are well calculated, right? So if we leave like, that's probably like a 16th in there, and then an 1/8 on the edges, and a 16. And I'm actually going to move these a tiny bit, lower it down, and that looks good and new. Green, the glue, you know, I'm just so messy with glue, it sucks. So this is how the card will look, and I think it just looks spectacular, right? Again, this is more of a simple, I put my, didn't think of that. Come on, Maria. Okay, give me 1 second, because of course we have to have many mistakes, because one wouldn't be enough. I'm going to bring a smaller stamping dimensional, and that'll probably be much better and easier. No risks. Okay, what do you guys think? Isn't this super cute? I absolutely love it. So I'll put here something to write. Actually, I've told you guys many. Oh, it is great just to be a crafter. I agree with you, Judy. Many times my handwriting is just awful, out of this roof awful. So I just type and print. I know that's a little lazy, but I do want the other person to be able to read what I'm sending them, right? And yeah, I know it's not. So what do you guys think? Should we decorate here? I do have some of the beautiful, these beautiful, the red and green pearls, adhesive pearls, and I love them. I'm going to put one in here. So I'm actually going to put one there and one up here. And I don't know what's going on with my putty in here. It's just rebellious too. It's just like, yeah, because today is the day to be rebellious. It makes all sense. Okay. I love it. I was thinking of doing that, of putting like a lot of these around, but I don't know what you guys think. Maybe it's too much, because it sounds to me, whenever I see this, it's a tree, right? And I keep thinking of like, I don't know, making some decoration there. But I think I'm going to leave it as is. So let me show you the one that I was it brought up the whole idea. Let me move all this mess out of here. And it is this one. And of course I use my this beautiful paper that now I forgot the name of it, because that's the kind of demonstrator I am. And I'm using those frame florets. Is it frame florets? I just saw them. That's the new one that's coming. And the little bird, I love this bird ever since it came out. And Splendid Day, that's the sweet. See, it's not that bad. My brain is there. And so I like the fact that you can like frame, that this creates a frame for this as well. And that one has something to put in here. And then I also made it like that. Oh, thank you. Right, that paper. I have this say, these lights a glow paper. It's one of my favorite papers. It has Evening Evergreen. It has Cherry Cobbler. It has Soft Succulent, black, and it brought Very Vanilla. I used already all the Very Vanilla. It's gone. I've used it a lot. The red. I don't think I've not been able to use the black. I think. And I just keep thinking of Christmas for it, and my brain does not see black at Christmas. I know it's dumb, but I just don't see it, right? Um, so these are the two cards. This one is just fun. This is a thank you note. I told you guys that I started that Pampered Chef, and I have somebody that was hosting a party this week, and so I figured that I will send it. I am going to say this. If you have this paper, the Splendid Day, which is gorgeous, it is really hard to match with their actual color. So technically, this is Pool Party, but the Pool Party is completely different tone. I don't know if that has happened to you guys, but it matches really well with Soft Succulent. So if you have this one, I think, look around to see which colors will actually match better. Oh yes, it is. It is true, Donna. That's a really good idea. Like I said, I like this one. It's going to be more me just putting my note there. I may do some decorations extra here. I have not thought much about it. I have these. I don't know if you guys have seen the new paper pumpkin kit, and I'm just tempted because I have it here. I don't have the J, I don't think, but that would be fun having, like the joy here. It does not much because it's white, but I love it. Okay, guys, these are my two cards. I so appreciate your support and understanding today. It was a little bit on the crazy side. I think that this is adorable. This little birdie is adorable. It's one of my favorites. And I think that the fact it has a punch to it, and this is in the new catalog, in the annual catalog, and it's super simple to work with the punches. I have to take special classes to use punches for some reason. Every time I try to punch something, I close my eyes, so not the best. But yeah, this is cute. And then I really like this one. I have found out the greens and golds are out there within my favorite color combinations. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being such troopers, and for all your support. Is it mint macaroon? Maybe it's mint macaroon. I think you're right. Scratch it apart. Where I said it's the mint macaroon that matches. Sorry, I was thinking of So Succulent because that's the one I was using, but it's this the mint macaroon that matches to these papers specifically. Says my eyes. At least it's in the same color tones. It's a little darker, but in the same color tone, and I think that that's why it's more pleasing to me than the Pool Party. But you're right. Thank you for catching that up, Donna. I'm glad you guys like the cards, and I will be linking all the measurements down below. There's not a whole lot to it, but thankfully, because that means that it will be done tomorrow morning. And anything else, if you have any questions, if you want anything, please let me know. There is my email. It's Maria at Maria's craftingcorner.com, and I will love to send you the new mini catalog and the celebration catalog. So send me an email and I will send them to you guys for free. And if you have any questions about Stampin' Up, do let me know. I know that I'm mainly a hobby demonstrator, but I'm learning a lot about Stampin' Up. So, okay, guys, I do hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening or your day, depending if you're here for the replay. Do hit that, uh, well, like, subscribe button, the like button first, and then the subscribe um, button if you're interested in like the general content of this channel. And I will be very honored if you share the video as well. I'm trying to reach my 1,000 people. It's taking me forever and a day to get there, but I don't lose hope. And so I know you guys are rooting for me. So if you share this video, that will help me immensely to reach to that little goal compared to some of the other, channels out there. But we all start small and we all grow slowly. So I appreciate you guys being. You know what? Soft Succulent is one of my favorites too, and I am so sad that it's retiring this coming year. So lots of hugs. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.